El 14 de junio de 1982 el ejército argentino firmó la rendición. Atrás quedaron los cadáveres de 649 argentinos y 123 británicos. La guerra duró 73 días. Los campos de batalla quedaron sembrados de minas.
Tuesday, 15th of June, it was difficult to accept in those first daylight hours, looking at the state of Port Stanley, that the Argentines had been here for less than 3 months and that the British landing was less than a month ago. Stanley looked and felt as if it had been at war so much longer.
So, what we're looking at here is the latest map of the minefields. In 1982, immediately after the conflict, the Argentine forces handed over as many documents as they had. There were certainly a number of positions where we know mines were laid, where in the problem, at the end of any conflict, it's a huge mess. And trying to actually get bits of paper from the right people to the right people, some got lost. So initially, the Argentinian forces, we believe, thought that the British would land here. So these minefields were laid, these two were laid, for instance, on the 12th of April. And later on, you can see the way, or we believe, the way that the Argentinian command at the time thought the British would then land in here. So these were laid a bit later on. And notice they're all looking south to stop anyone coming in from the sea. But much later on, when the British landed over in San Carlos, the minefields then turned much more north-south to prevent an attack coming in from this direction.
El 21 de mayo de 1982 se produjo el desembarco de las tropas británicas en las islas desde el inicio del conflicto. El epicentro del ataque se produjo en Bahía San Carlos, en la isla Soledad. Las tropas inglesas avanzaron sobre Darwin y Goose Green. Luego, las batallas más sangrientas se librarían en las montañas.
Argentinians used a particular layout which makes our life particularly easy when it comes to the recovery of mines. So what they did was use these strings. And so the idea is that you put a post, a small piece of wood in the ground, and described on this second document, it'll tell you, well, okay, in this case, you'll say a number 4. So you put the hoop number 4 over the spike, lay this out, and then the first mine is put on the ring here, and then the next mine on the next ring. The rings are not equidistant, so the distance apart varies. So it doesn't give us a key to unlock and find every mine, but what it tells us is that when the mines are laid, they're laid always in a straight row. So the two main types, these are anti-vehicle, anti-tank mines, and the anti-personnel mines, and I was talking about the different types. So these are the Italian series, and these are the Spanish series. So you can see anti-tank, anti-personnel. All of these mines were taken out of the ground in February this year.
Muchas de las minas colocadas hace 33 años aún siguen bajo tierra.
You can see a minefield there that we are processing over in the distance. So when you approach an area like that, it's very complicated to work out what to do with it. And in that particular case, we have to process the entire surface to ensure there is no threat left. Today we're going to see the destruction of a number of the anti-vehicle mines that we've removed as part of the demining program here on Stanley Common.
¿Por qué no se pueden remover manualmente esas minas?
Once you've found the mine, we've got to destroy it. Now, with the anti-personnel mines, the small mines,
Ok.
most of them we now destroy those by burning. We put them in a metal container, set light to them, and the explosive burns out. Anti-tank mines, and some of the anti-tank mines are more difficult. You cannot take out the fuse, you can't make them safe, and the only option is to destroy them by explosion, by demolition. So, Jugsy, is that you there? Yeah. Right, to your left as I'm looking at you. So in other words, south towards the sea. Yeah, lovely. So, right, brilliant. Okay, thanks for that. Okay, cheers, bye. Right. If we look at the ground now, you can see there are 6 people moving from right to left.
Yes.
And there's a vehicle on the sort of middle horizon. So the demolition is going to happen in the green area to their front. I mean, they will get to a point where they'll stop, and that's where the demolition will be.
Estamos caminando, acercándonos un poquito a donde se va a producir las explosiones de las minas que están pegaditas a Puerto Argentino, aquí muy cerca, a menos de 1 kilómetro, donde se van a hacer las 15 explosiones más o menos de unas minas antitanque, que son unas minas grandes. Se ve el vehículo que está también coordinando el trabajo conjuntamente con nosotros que estamos aquí parados.
Yeah, no worries. All right, cheers. Okay, bye, bye.
Ahí van, otra vez. Son alrededor de 15 minas las que están explotando en cada una de las explosiones que estamos viendo. Hay 20 segundos entre cada una de las explosiones. La naturaleza, inclemente, marca el ritmo de las islas. Ya han pasado 33 años desde el fin de la guerra. Argentina apuesta por la palabra. La diplomacia es el espacio en donde se esgrimen argumentos. La soberanía, un ejercicio que se construye. Estas crónicas son el registro de un momento.